Yeah, that's a business.
Native Americans was using the coca leaves before Esau got his nasty hands on them. They was using it for energy, man. You know, when they working or whatever. Esau got his hands on it and created a concoction called cocaine, man, and destroyed millions.
And guess who get the blame? Jake.
Guess who the war on drugs on though? So-called Negroes.
Sirach 20:73, and it reads, "Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown."
Give me 2 Timothy 3:12. Read it again.
Sirach 20:73, and it reads, "Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown."
So unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, because that's the treasure, that's the wisdom, his house shall soon be overthrown. So guess what? You got to hold yourself diligently in the fear of the Lord. If not, your house shall soon be overthrown. And what are the scriptures that come to mind? The man who built his house upon sand, right? Because your foundation wasn't sure. You weren't rooted in this truth. So eventually you came and you got rooted up, or your fear, eventually the fear of this world or the fear of losing your life outweighed the fear of the Lord, and that's why your house was overthrown. That's why your house was built upon the sand, because it wasn't built upon the rock. You didn't have that sure foundation that, you know, whatever comes my way, as the scripture talked about, the wind came upon it and beat it. Was there all that tribulation, the scare, the doubt? You weren't sure. So then, you know, if you was built upon that rock, you was good, you was sure that you still stand. That's why the vision of Ezra, he said, what, these are they who stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. Because it's about to be a point where standing for the name of the Lord, well, we already talked about it, isn't, you could say, a popular option. You want to be popular, then you don't want to do this job. Or you could do this job and still try to be popular, and you do that by changing the doctrine. You do that about wearing the fanciest garments, being a rapper, a singer, or whatever it is that the Lord don't need in this truth. So you're like, well, look, I want to be a part of the truth, but I also don't want to be hated, so I'm going to change the doctrine. I'm going to say Edomites can make it. I'm going to say the mark of the beast is Christianity, because that helps people. I'm going to say there's no Jacob's trouble, because I can't get the women all riled up and afraid. I don't want to deal with that fear. I just want to be a popular Israelite. That's what the Lord ain't dealing with, no popularity. All right? Yahweh Shai told them, he told some of them, those on the doubt, that just didn't want to really believe. He's like, look, believe me for the very work's sake. So if you don't believe what I'm saying, at least look at the fact that what I'm doing, no man can do unless it was a man of the Lord. Right? But he had a lot of followers and believers, and that's why the people, the wicked scribes and Pharisees, hated him. They're like, if we don't stop him, man, them damn Romans gonna come in here and take our seat away. Right? So Yahweh Shai wasn't, you could say, popular with the in crowd, you could say. He wasn't seeking popularity. He was just coming with truth, and he stood stiffly for the name. And what happened? He lost his life, but in doing so, he was resurrected, and now he's sitting on the right-hand side of the Heavenly Father. So if we lose our life, guess what? We're coming right back, baby. And we believe that. But you gotta, again, man, it's easy to say these things, man, until you literally looking at death in the eye, or until you looking at, you could say, doubt in the face, right? Because some brothers got a lot of substance, they got a lot of things. The reason why Esau believes in prepping and stuff, because they believe in the tangible thing. Like, okay, as long as I got all of this stuff, I'm 100% secure. They don't understand how the Lord works. I was listening to Elder Malcolm, and he kind of goes places to do his videos sometimes. And if he was like, yeah, you see these nice neighborhoods over here, the Lord gonna give these to us, man. I'm like, you know what, that's right, because the scriptures talk about people who store up stuff, they really giving it to the poor, So little do we know, we could be house to house, but the houses we be going into, some damn rich ass Edomite houses with the automatic refrigerators, the jacuzzis, all that shit, man. That can happen. You don't know what the Lord can do. Just like in that movie, was it The Walk? No.
The road.
The Road.
Yeah.
They stumbled across that house with that bunker.
Yeah. Had all types of food.
And they could have lived there, man, if they wanted to, but they had to go because they heard of other people. But what happened when he went in the house? He saw that the Edomites pretty much committed suicide.
Mm-hmm.
So they had this bunker full of food up, but they weren't really ready for that. They said, I'd rather be dead. So what happened? All of that fell upon them. They took a shower and everything. You know what I'm saying? You gotta believe, man. The Lord can take care of you. Okay, you read that. You got that?
What was that again?
I think it was 2 Timothy 3:12.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
2 Timothy 3:12. Yea, and all that will live, Slakia. Yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushua shall suffer persecution. Yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushua shall suffer persecution.
You shall suffer persecution. That goes for men and women. Right? Because guess what? Men look up to other men, women look up to other women. You're going to face scrutiny on all corners. Your enemies are going to be those of your own household. You're going to suffer persecution, man. You're going to notice your circle is going to get smaller. Because people think that the more the Most High is dealing with where all the numbers are. Not necessarily. It's easy to be in the in crowd. All you gotta do is be wicked. Go get your body tatted up. Get some abominable hairdo or whatever, and just walk into a club, man. Well, you can't do it now. Just walk around and see how many friends you make. Because you talking about smoking weed, drinking liquor, messing with hoes, That's easy. That's easy, man. But it said what? All the godly shall suffer persecution. The scriptures are not telling you to have your mind set on breezing through this thing. You suffer every day as we speak. Some of us got to go to work. We hate getting up to go to work because we got to work for the devil.
Hate that shit.
Man.
As soon as my alarm goes,
All our energy and time, Esau's getting to say on that job, and all we getting is pennies. That's suffering too. And then you got to deal with Jake and Esau on the plantation. Now, if you was just a worldly dude, you would love going to work every day. You would love to know your coworkers by name, have their phone numbers, go out to lunch, movies, right? Maybe even date one of them. But the scripture says, the world will love you as his own, but you're not up to work.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to get away from those people. So that's your numbers in your circle getting smaller. Go ahead.
and even if you are a likable guy like myself, hey, you still don't hang around them. Because, hey, what they gonna get you to do? Eat some abominations. Hey, they want Italian. Hey, I got some meatballs that if you want to try. I'm like, is it pork in there? He like, yeah, it's pork. Hey, it's good though. I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah, they'll set you up when they know, yeah.
I'm all like, hey, he like, you Jewish? I'm all like, yeah, bro, I'm Jewish.
Jewish.
I had a precept here.
Yeah.
This is this is Romans 8:18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Yeah, like what we going through on this side, it ain't even gonna be on the same scale of the glory that we gonna get in the kingdom. Like it's worth going through, man. It's worth going through. It's worth going through. Like our people will go through chastisements and punishments and shit in college to be accepted into a fucking Greek letter organization and shit, which gives you a better status in life. Me and one of my best friends fell out over that shit. Her getting into the Eastern stores and all that, but I'm like, man, fuck that shit. Ain't nobody spanking me with a paddle. I'm not finna do none of this humiliating shit. Like, whatever I'm gonna get in this world, it'll be what the Lord give me. Like, I knew I wasn't fitting in that. But just imagine the glory and you know the crown that you're gonna get from the heavenly Father and His Son. Like that shit is, you can't compare nothing to it.
Right, and they showed you that in that movie Burning Sands.
Oh
You
yeah,
ever seen that
kind.
movie? You know, he was kicking dude, he broke his ribs. I'm all like, damn. All for that. I'm like, hell, that shit ain't worth it. Man.
Yeah,
Fuck that
nah.
But you know, you gotta be a visionary. Everything you say, you gotta be a visionary. You gotta see it. Most Jake don't see it. Most Jake see, yeah, that sounds cool and all, but I can make this money, right? I can get these women. Just growing up, I could never get all these cool women. I had to chase these women. I can make these women chase me. I can have a nice car. I want to live next to Tom Cruise. I want to be on camera. I want them to interview me, and you ain't got nothing to say, right? You ain't got shit to say. You ain't got nothing to say that's beneficial. The people that's actually that are talking that's beneficial, I be watching their videos. Like, have you ever heard of Dr. Jubu? You ever heard of him? Yeah, Jake. You ever heard
What's
of
his
him?
name?
Dr. Kwanzaa Jubu.
No, I ain't heard of that.
He's good though, but I've been watching those videos, man, of old like Jake professors trying to teach Jake how to be better in life. And and really they just coming at it from an economic point of view. And telling you back in the 80s and stuff, okay, here's what's gonna happen by year 2000 if we don't get our act together. You know, I respect those Jake, because they're using their position to try to better their people as far as like, look, I want to see my people make it, kind of see economically, right? And they're trying to tell them to do it the right way.
You said that was the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was before gangster rap was introduced.
See, I
The
respect
white man like, oh shit, I gotta do something about this.
Yeah, too many
respect
conscious
them,
rappers back then.
You listening to it and you be like, man, ain't shit changed, bro. Like, look, we gotta get a plan. Here's the plan. You know, black economics, all that stuff. Claude Anderson.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, I listen.
You
to
know,
that.
yeah, he good, he good.
Be good, but you see, either he knows, like, man, we ain't this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's this isn't it. But I understand where they coming from. So,
Nearly Fuller.
really,
Nearly Fuller. Them two.
those are Jakes that care about their people and they want to see them do better, but this ain't the place. This ain't the spot. You know? But you got to be a visionary to see the kingdom of heaven. Otherwise, you're just going to go in the same circle as they went through. Which I give them props for trying, but the Lord said this ain't it. So when you tell our people, look, we got something better coming, man. Don't stress yourself because you couldn't amount to what you wanted to amount to. You know, every day I think about my situation, and I see other people. I was like, look, every day I got to deal with it. I can't. I'm not on that level. I can't do what they're doing. I'm just a regular guy. So I need Yahweh Shah to help me out. I need the help. You know what I'm saying? I know, but you know, what if you talk to another Jake, you know, they're gonna say, pull up yourself by your bootstraps. You know,
Esau gonna say.
that's what some Jake will tell me that too. They'll say, you
That's
got
what they
time,
did,
you're still young. So, you know, plan the next 10 years and stuff. And then if you was to try to tell them, like, look, bro, we at the end, I'm not really worried about all that stuff. I mean, some of it's cool. Don't get me wrong, if it's still some short-term, like, goals or whatever, that's fine. You might see it. But you always know, man, like, Lord can shut the shit down in this. Be as pilgrims on the earth. When you a pilgrim, you ready to move. You don't really have a home that you can say, this is my rest. You like, all right, I'm right here right now. If something pop up, on the move, right? So you still handle your business or whatever. That's what the scriptures teach us, man. But like I said, if you listen to them other Israelite groups, you get the vibration that we're gonna be here forever, or at least another 10 years. Because really, most of those leaders, they want to be, that money is so good and that fame and the respect, they want to be like a leader over Israel. So they're like, look, the reason why Zabak wants to make that community, because he wants to be the head. He wants to have the top. He wants to build the houses, and he's gonna have the biggest house. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be the one in the center. He wants to call the shots. Same with Nate. Same thing. But you get that vibration that we're gonna be here. No, man, you got to be in that spirit of hastening the day.
That's right.
Right? Some brothers expecting or hoping this shit hop off in December. It may not happen in December. Maybe like I said, the whole Great Reset, they supposed to meet up in May next year. So that shit can happen in May. You don't know, but we know it's coming, man.
That's right.
I tell anybody get it.
I think it's gonna happen first quarter next year.
First quarter. Oh yeah.
Acts 14 and 22, and it reads, it says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
Read that again.
Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 21. Acts 14 and 21. And when they had preached the gospel to that city and taught many, they returned again to Lystra and to Iconium and to Antioch, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
Ain't no getting around it. Now, you can read 2nd Ezra 7. In fact, can you give me that? Wrap it up so.
I'm closing something too.
Okay. You can go to 2nd Ezra 7. Yeah, Yahweh broke it down, man. In order for us to get to that kingdom, we gotta go through the hell. We gotta go through the hell to get to heaven. Could he have just made it a smooth transition? Yes, but he said, I'm not doing it this way. I'm doing it this way. Why? Because he pretty much said you gotta earn it. The silver is for the refiner, so is acceptable man in the furnace. You gotta go through the furnace. How a shot got touched, that does not exempt from us getting touched. Not saying that the Most High, I mean, he gonna deliver. The great deliverance is gonna come from America, for the most part. We not gonna all be put to death with it, but you gotta have that in your mind. Will you fold in that day? Or you like, look, how I'm with you, but they talking about killing me. You know, I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do to live. I'm with you up until there. Like you making an agreement with the Lord. You can't make no agreement with the Lord. Like, Lord, all right, I'm with you so long as I can still work, or so long as, you know, my woman is with me, or so long as my kid is still with me. You can't do that. You know, Most High, he can either deliver you or he